Hello everyone, welcome to a suspenseful and tragic journey through the classic film Shane of the Western film series in 1953, and the cast's troubled fate contributed to the success of this work. In today's video, we will explore together the mysterious and painful deaths of pregnant people Shane come to life on the screen. The film is not only a symbol of adventurers in the Wild West, but also a place that has been associated with the tragic stories of the actors themselves. From unexpected accidents to uncompromising battles with illness and personal difficulties, their fates seem to be tied to tragic pages that are no less thrilling than the story in the movie. Join us in delving into the shocking and emotional truths behind the stars of Shane, and find out how their lives take terrifying and surprising turns after the final credits roll. What mysteries are still yet to be revealed? And what lessons can we learn from their fate? Don't miss it, because this dark story will take you into a world where truth and myth blend. Jean Arthur, a talented actress with a radiant smile and distinctive voice, has left an indelible mark in the hearts of audiences through many classic roles. Born on October 17, 1900 in Plattsburgh, New York, Arthur is famous for his intelligent beauty and charismatic acting style. She is best known for her roles in romantic comedies of Hollywood's golden age and especially for her role as Marion Starrett in the film Shane 1953. Before falling in love with acting, Arthur had many jobs to make a living, from typing to modeling. She began her film career in the 1920s, but it was not until she switched to talkies in the 1930s that her talent truly shined. Arthur's roles are often of strong, independent, and sophisticated women, giving her a unique place in the public's hearts. The movie Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, 1939, with James Stewart and You Can't Take It With You, 1938, and Lionel Barrymore are typical works, bringing Jean Arthur's name to the peak of fame. However, behind the spotlight, Jean Arthur always keeps her personal life private and filled with loneliness. She often stays away from public events and rarely participates in interviews, creating a veil of mystery surrounding her life. Jean Arthur did not marry and chose to live a reclusive life after retiring from the silver screen, only occasionally appearing on Broadway and teaching acting at Vassar College. Role of Marion Starrett in Shane deeply demonstrates the qualities of Arthur, a woman full of compassion and sacrifice, but suffering from inner torment. Arthur breathed life into the character Marion, making the audience feel the desires and tension between love for family and their own emotions. Her performance in the film left a deep impression, contributing to the film's success. On June 19, 1991, Jean Arthur died at the age of 90 in Carmel, California, of heart failure. Although her passing was not surprising due to her old age and poor health, it still brought sadness to those who loved her. Jean Arthur passed away quietly, just like her life, a strong, determined woman who chose to live alone. Jean Arthur's death ended the life of a Hollywood icon, a resilient but lonely woman. Like Marion Starrett, she leaves behind memories of a great woman, with compassion and quiet strength. Alan Ladd, the iconic movie star who played Shane in the classic 1953 film, was one of the famous actors of Hollywood's golden age. Born on September 3, 1913, in Hot Springs, Arkansas, Ladd grew up in a difficult environment. His father died when he was young, and the family struggled to survive. However, with strong determination, Alan Ladd pursued his dream of acting and gradually asserted his talent in the film industry. Ladd is famous for his charismatic appearance and calm demeanor, which helped him create the role of Shane, a taciturn, mysterious, but attractive gunslinger character. This role brought Alan Ladd to international stardom and left a deep impression in the hearts of the audience. Shane is not only a Western film but also a work that portrays the depth of soul of a man with a gloomy past, an image that reflects the person Ladd was in real life. However, career success does not come with personal happiness. Alan Ladd faced deep internal battles, including depression and feelings of loneliness. He has experienced many broken marriages and a turbulent personal life. These ordeals pushed him to abuse alcohol and sedatives, to forget the pain and emptiness. On January 29, 1964, tragedy struck when Alan Ladd died at the age of 50 from an accidental overdose of barbiturates combined with alcohol. Although his death was ruled an accident, it also reflected his persistent struggle with emotional trauma and pain that he carried throughout his life. Alan Ladd's death left fans with endless regret, ending a career full of success but also filled with tragedy. His role as Shane remains a symbol of courage and sacrifice, an image that will forever be etched in audiences' memories. Alan Ladd has become a legend, but his death is like a sad blur, reminiscent of an artist with many scars from both his life and his roles. Van Heflin, an outstanding actor with a strong and realistic acting style, was born on December 13, 1908 in Walters, Oklahoma. He is famous for his unique ability to play characters, especially characters with complex personalities, from heroes to people with troubled hearts. Role of Joe Starrett in Shane 1953 is one of Heflin's most prominent roles, illustrating the courage and determination of a man willing to do anything to protect his family. Before entering the acting career, Van Heflin studied at the University of California, Berkeley, and joined the Army during World War II. After returning, he focused on developing his career in Hollywood. Heflin began his film career in the early 1930s and soon gained attention through supporting roles in films such as A Woman Rebels, 1936, Eat the Outcasts of Poker Flat, 1937. By 1942, he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in a film Johnny Eager, affirming his talent in the film industry. Van Heflin continues to shine through many diverse roles, including 3:10 to Yuma, 1957, The Strange Love of Martha Ivers, 1946, and The Raid, 1954. He is famous for his ability to bring complex psychological nuances into his roles, from determined heroes to characters with inner turmoil. For his role as Joe Starrett in Shane, Heflin brought the image of an honest, resilient and family-loving farmer. His character Joe Starrett represents the values of sacrifice and responsibility, and clearly demonstrates the determined spirit of a man protecting his family against threats from outside forces. Behind the silver screen, Heflin lives a private life. Although he is recognized and loved on screen, he often stays away from the spotlight and public events, focusing on his family and private life. He is a devoted father and husband, always maintaining steadfast qualities in both his work and personal life. On July 23, 1971, Van Heflin suddenly died of a heart attack at the age of 62. His passing left a big void in the hearts of fans. Van Heflin lived a life devoted to his art, bringing audiences deep and emotional characters. His death, like his roles, left a deep sense of regret and admiration. Heflin is not only a talented actor but also a symbol of courage and steadfastness in American cinema. His life and career will forever be a precious legacy for fans and world cinema. Brandon DeWilde is a talented young actor who rose to prominence at a young age thanks to his impressive and natural acting ability. Born on April 9, 1942 in Brooklyn, New York, DeWilde soon gained attention through his role as Joey Starrett, an innocent boy in the film Shane, 1953. At the age of 11, DeWilde brought a special innocence and sensitivity to the role, making it unforgettable for the audience. Thanks to this role, he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, becoming one of the youngest actors nominated at that time. Before joining Shane, DeWilde was associated with the Broadway stage from a very early age. His first role was in a play The Member of the Wedding when he was just 7 years old, and he continued to portray this character when the play was adapted into a film in 1952. DeWilde quickly built a reputation for his natural talent, not only conquering the Broadway stage but also claiming established himself on the Hollywood screen. Although DeWilde's career started off brilliantly, as he grew up, he had difficulty maintaining his reputation. After Shane, DeWilde appeared in several other films, such as Blue Denim, 1959, Hey Hud, 1963, where he co-starred with Paul Newman. However, his career never reached the heights of his childhood. Brandon DeWilde's life ended tragically on July 6, 1972, when he was involved in a car accident in Denver, Colorado. At that time, he was only 30 years old. DeWilde's sudden passing left those who loved him with grief, especially those who witnessed him from a child star to adulthood. Like the character Joey in Shane, DeWild will forever be remembered as a young star full of potential, but his short life has made the audience feel sorry for an incomplete talent. Ben Johnson, one of the Western genre's most respected and veteran actors, brought to life the role of Chris Calloway in the classic film Shane. Born on June 13, 1918 in Fauquier, Oklahoma, Johnson initially gained fame as a jockey and stuntman. Thanks to his skillful horseback riding ability, he was recruited to Hollywood and began his acting career, appearing in many films directed by John Ford. Johnson truly became a star when he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in The Last Picture Show, 1971. He is famous for his natural, sincere acting style, and loyalty to the Western film genre. Through roles in Shane, Wagon Master, and The Wild Bunch, he showed the image of a strong, decisive but compassionate man. Johnson's whole life is associated with characters full of vitality and integrity. Johnson's brilliant career lasted until the end of his life, and he remained appearing in films and television shows until his final years. However, he died suddenly on April 8, 1996, at the age of 77, of a heart attack. His death left many regrets in the hearts of fans and the film industry, because Johnson became an indispensable symbol of American Western films. Jack Palance, with his sharp appearance and cold eyes, is the one who brings fear and obsession to the character Jack Wilson, the main villain in the film Shane. Born on February 18, 1919, in Latimer Mines, Pennsylvania, Palance had a decades-long career of playing villains and characters with great depth. Before coming to cinema, he was a boxer and served in the Army during World War II, which contributed to his characteristic tough appearance and mental strength on screen. As Jack Wilson, Palance created a memorable character in Shane, shows coldness and brutality without much dialogue. This role put Palance on the list of legendary Hollywood villains and helped him receive an Oscar nomination. After that, Palance continued to make his mark through many other roles in films such as Sudden Fear, 1952, City Slickers, 1991, with a role in City Slickers earned him an Oscar at the age of 73. Jack Palance passed away on November 10, 2006, at the age of 87. He passed away peacefully of natural causes, leaving a great legacy in the hearts of audiences and the film industry. With a career spanning nearly 7 decades, Palance will forever be remembered as an icon of profound, charismatic, and powerful on-screen villains. Emil Meyer, who plays Rufus Riker, embodies the thorny, complex characters of Western films. Born on August 18, 1910 in New Orleans, Louisiana, Meyer began his acting career on stage before moving to the big screen. With his tough appearance and strong voice, he succeeded in creating villain roles such as the character Rufus Riker in Shane. Meyer is famous for his cold yet profound acting style, perfectly expressing the fear of a brutal and uncompromising gunman. Outside Shane, he also participated in other famous films such as Paths of Glory and The Left-Handed Gun, where he always reminds the audience of his powerful and mysterious roles. Emil Meyer died on March 19, 1987, at the age of 76, due to complications from illness. His life ended quietly, but the legacy that Meyer left behind through unique roles has contributed to honoring the Western genre of American cinema. He will forever be remembered as an actor with special charisma, who brought the audience emotional and dramatic moments. Edgar Buchanan, with his natural and charming acting style, made his mark as Fred Lewis in Shane. Born on March 20, 1903 in Humansville, Missouri, Buchanan was originally a dentist before pursuing an acting career. He moved to Hollywood in the 1930s and quickly built his reputation with a series of supporting roles in westerns and comedies. Fred Lewis in Shane is one of many characters he has portrayed, standing out for his wit and sincere acting. Buchanan is also known for his roles in Petticoat Junction and Green Acres, where he demonstrated his comedic talent and captivated audiences for many years. However, in 1979, Buchanan's health began to fail. He suffered a stroke and then pneumonia, which led to his death on April 4, 1979, when he was 76 years old. Buchanan's life ended with the regret of his family, friends, and fans, for he was one of the most beloved and talented actors of classic Hollywood. Elicia Cook Jr., one of the familiar faces of American cinema, took on the role of Stonewall Tory in the film Shane. Born on December 26, 1903 in San Francisco, California, he began his acting career in the 1930s and quickly established himself as an outstanding supporting actor in horror and film noir films. With a small, slender appearance, Cook often plays characters with depth, shady and mysterious. During a career spanning more than 50 years, he has participated in many famous films such as The Maltese Falcon, The Big Sleep, and House on Haunted Hill. Cook is loved for his ability to portray tricky villains, but he also left his mark in small, emotional roles, like Stonewall Tory in Shane. Despite being an outstanding talent, Cook always maintains a private life and rarely appears in public. He lived his final years peacefully and died on May 18, 1995, at the age of 91. Although his career consisted mainly of supporting roles, Elicia Cook Jr. has left an indelible mark in the hearts of American movie fans. John Dierks, who plays Morgan Riker in Shane, is a talented actor, known for his tall figure and serious facial features. Born on February 10, 1905 in Cincinnati, Ohio, Dierks began his acting career after serving in the Army. With his unique appearance, he was often chosen for roles in war and Western films, portraying strong and powerful characters. Outside Shane, Dierks also participated in other famous films such as The Alamo and The Red Badge of Courage, where he brings images of men full of resilience and inner depth. However, in the last years of his life, his health gradually declined. He passed away on January 8, 1975, at the age of 69. John Dierks' life ended, but he left a legacy through his powerful and emotional roles. Douglas Spencer, who took on the role of Axel Swede Shipstead in Shane, is an actor with a short but impressive career. Born on February 10, 1910, in Princeton, Illinois, Spencer started out as an assistant in filmmaking before turning to acting. He is known for his roles in science fiction and horror films, notably in The Thing from Another World and This Island Earth. The role of Axel Swede Shipstead is one of Spencer's memorable roles, portraying the image of a sincere yet strong man, perfectly suited to his style. However, during the 1950s, his health weakened significantly due to diabetes. The illness not only affected his health but also caused his career to slow down. Douglas Spencer died on October 6, 1960, at the age of 50, from complications related to diabetes. Although his career was not long, he left his mark with memorable roles, especially in the horror and science fiction genres. Paul McVey, who plays Sam Grafton in Shane, has had a notable career in film and television. Born in 1898, he is famous for his supporting but impressive roles, contributing significantly to the success of many films. As Sam Grafton in Shane is one of McVey's memorable roles, where he brings the image of a simple but trustworthy man in the community. Although he does not have a brilliant career like big stars, Paul McVey is always highly appreciated for his dedication and acting talent. He passed away in 1973, at the age of 75, ending a quiet but solid career. Although rarely mentioned, Paul McVey's contributions to American cinema are undeniable, and he is still loved by the audience through his rustic, sincere roles. Ellen Corby, who plays Mrs. Liz Torrey in Shane, is a talented actor with a career spanning over 50 years. Born on June 3, 1911 in Racine, Wisconsin, Ellen began her career in the film industry as a script assistant before transitioning to acting. With her rustic, close acting style, she is loved by the audience as grandmother Esther Walton in the series The Waltons, a role that brought her 3 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. Role of Mrs. Liz Torrey in Shane shows her steadfastness and strength, even though she is only in a supporting role. In 1976, Ellen Corby suffered a stroke, but she continued to act until her health failed her. She died on April 14, 1999, at the age of 87, after a long battle with the effects of a stroke. Ellen Corby is not only a symbol of resilience but also an actress who has left a deep mark in the hearts of audiences over decades. Death of actors in Shane, not only a loss to cinema but also stories of dedication and perseverance in the profession. The people who contributed to the success of the film have passed away, but their images still live forever in the hearts of the audience through their lifelong roles. What do you think about the fate of these actors? Do you have any special memories with them? Please share your thoughts below and remember to subscribe so you don't miss the latest videos from us.